Welcome all of you to the online class of biology once again. So we were studying chapter 8, how do organisms reproduce. In that we have studied the parts of male reproductive system. The male reproductive system consists of a pair of testes. Okay, testes you can see, which is placed outside the abdomen. Okay, then you can see the testes here, okay, outside the abdomen. Then you can see the epididymis here, okay, epididymis. Then this is vas deferens, okay, vas deferens, and this joins with the tube that is coming from the urinary bladder and form the urethra, and that goes out, or it will be opening out through the penis. Okay, and you can see that here two glands, that is seminal vesicles and prostate gland, they produce the secretion, and along with the gametes or sperms that are coming from the sperm, the secretions of this glands also will be combined, and that fluid that contains semen and the sperms are known as that contains the fluid and the sperms are known as semen. Okay, semen. Okay, so these are the part of male reproductive system, and we have also studied about the male gamete, sperm. Okay, it is having a head, a middle piece, and the tail. Okay, so these are the parts of what? Parts of the sperm. Okay, head, middle piece, and the tail. Is it clear? Today we are going to study about the female reproductive system. So the female reproductive system mainly consists of a pair of ovary, okay, pair of ovary, then oviduct, okay, you can see an oviduct, the uterus, cervix, okay, and vagina. So these are the parts of what? Female reproductive system. Okay, the various parts of female reproductive system are what? A pair of ovaries, then oviduct, uterus, cervix, and vagina. Okay, ovaries are placed inside the abdomen near to the kidneys. Okay, so what is the main function of ovaries? Ovaries help in the production of ovum or egg, and also they produce the female hormones. Okay, like what? Estrogen and progesterone. What are the male hormones known as? Testosterones. Okay, and the female hormones are estrogen and progesterone. So they do two functions. What are they? They help in the production of female gamete or egg, and they also help in the production of female hormones called estrogen and progesterone. Okay, and you can see that just above the ovaries, okay, you can see a tube like structure. They are not connected directly. Actually, even though here in the diagram it is shown as they are connected to each other, but they are not connected. Okay, there is no physical connection between these two structure. Okay, and this is known as this structure. Its one end is just placed above the ovary, okay, and the other end is attached to the uterus. This part is known as what? Oviduct. Here also you can see. Okay, so oviduct is a tube that is not connected. It is just placed above the ovary, okay, and its one end is connected to the uterus. Okay, so oviduct is the place where the fertilization occurs. So can be asked where fertilization occurs in human female. So where it is? Fertilization means what? Fusion of male and female gametes. So it sperm and ovum will be taking place where? In this region. Okay, that is in the oviduct. Okay, so oviduct is the place where fertilization, fusion of male and female gamete takes place. Is it clear? Then you can see a bag like structure. This is known as uterus or womb. Okay, so the major function of this uterus is what? The development of a fertilized egg into a baby takes place in this. Understood? And the baby get nourishment and protection in this structures, okay, till the baby get delivered. So the development of the zygote is what? A single cell which is formed by the fusion of male and female gametes, isn't it? So this male and female gametes, after its fusion, it will become a single cell known as zygote. The zygote will move down and come and get attached to the uterus, and in the uterus they will get they will develop into a fully matured baby. Okay, then you can see that the uterus, okay, is connected through a small narrow opening. This narrow opening of the uterus is known as cervix. Okay, and the cervix enters, or it is connected to another tube known as vagina. Understood? So these are the parts of female reproductive system. Okay, so the parts of female reproductive system are a pair of ovaries, okay, pair of ovaries, then oviduct which is placed above the ovary, okay, and it is connected to a bag like structure known as what? Uterus. Then this is the cervix, the narrow opening of the uterus, and then it is connected to a canal like a tube like structure that is known as the vagina. Okay, and they produce what? The egg, okay, having nucleus, cytoplasm, cell membrane, etc. Is it clear? So this is what the parts of a female reproductive system. Okay, female reproductive system consists of these parts. When a female girl is born, in her ovaries, okay, there will be number of, means thousands of immature eggs will be there, or female gametes will be there. Okay, so in the female child, when female child is in the womb of her mother, along with other organs, okay, like heart, along with the kidney, etc., the ovaries also will develop, and in that the eggs will be there, but they will be in the immature condition. Understood? And when the child attains puberty, okay, what happens? This eggs, okay, will start maturing, and one egg will be produced every month by one of the ovary. Okay, one ovary will produce one egg, okay, in every month. Okay, and then what happen if I told the ovary is not connected to the fallopian tube or oviduct. Okay, another name for oviduct is what? Fallopian tube. So this egg which is released from the ovary, okay, will be collected by the oviduct. Okay, the egg will be released from here, okay, and it will be collected by the oviduct, and it will move down. Okay, and as it move down, the sperms will come from this side, and it will get reached here, and here fertilization occurs. Okay, and the zygote formation takes place where? I told where? In the oviduct or in the fallopian tube. So after fertilization, the zygote or the fertilized egg, okay, will just move down, and it will come and get embedded. Okay, it will get embedded in any of the part of this uterus. Okay, uterus tissue, in the uterus tissue, what happened? The egg, the fertilized egg or the zygote, it will come down, and it will get attached itself to the uterine wall or uterus's wall, and this process is known as implantation. So what do you mean by implantation? The attachment of fertilized egg into the uterus is called what? Implantation. Understood? The fertilized egg will get attached to the uterus. That process is called what? Implantation. Is it clear? Then the embryo gets the nourishment, okay, then the oxygen, okay, other nutrients, etc., from the mother's body through a special kind of tissue called placenta. Okay, so placenta is what? It's a tissue which connects the mother's body to the baby's body, and through a long cord known as umbilical cord, and this placenta, okay, is helping in the nourishment and the exchange of materials. The materials which are the excretory waste materials which are produced in the baby should be expelled out, isn't it? And that is also taking place through the mother's body. So this exchange of materials, and then uh, what the nourishment of the baby takes place through the tissue called what? Placenta. Understood? So placenta contains, okay, villi you have studied now, finger like structures, okay, on the embryo side, and that will be just embedded in the blood spaces which is provided by the mother side. Okay, so placenta contains both the embryo side and the mother side. Embryo side contains what? Villi, the finger like projections which are embedded, which are placed into the spaces in the mother's side. Is it clear? So this is what the parts, the different parts of female reproductive system. Okay, and I told what is the function of placenta. Placenta helps in the exchange of materials between mother and the baby, and also what it helps in means giving the nourishment and helping in the removal of waste materials, and also they also produce certain hormones. So these are some of the functions of the placenta. Okay, so this much is very clear to everyone. Okay, the development of the baby inside the mother almost take 9 months, and the child will be born due to the rhythmic contraction of the muscles of the uterus. Okay, so when the child attains maturity, okay, in the mother's womb, that gives certain signals, and what the vigorous contraction, okay, will be induced by some of the hormones. Pituitary hormones are there, so they help in what? Starting this vigorous contraction that results in the birth of the baby. Okay, that expels, that vigorous contraction and expansion that expels the baby out from the uterus, and that results in the birth of the baby. Okay, so this is what the parts of female reproductive system, and I told you about the placenta, and I told you about the birth. Okay, so let's continue this in the next class. Thank you.